Never in all my years of life has the state of cinema looked so bleak. What is it that we're talking about, you ask? We're talking about the heinous, extraneous, attempted acquisition of Warner Brothers by companies who will not be named until we get further into this episode. Welcome back to Cinestro.
Cinestro called the gas. It's your weekly gold mine. Stay tuned in. Stay tuned in. They got the beats, got those comic spins. I stay tuned in. Stay tuned.
What is going on, my brothers and sisters and themsters in Christ? We're back. It's your favorite podcast of all time. Here to talk to you about some stuff that we'll get into, but first. Cinestro News Network. We are still working on that theme song. We got Frank Jr.
We got to really figure something out.
He's
I like
hard
that
at
one.
work. You like that one?
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Off the dome,
I like
bro.
that one.
We're working on it. We
Pretty
getting
interesting.
after it. Speaking of interesting,
we do have some. What's the first bit of news we got here, Matt? Because it looks like you put something. Now, also disclaimer: Matt has put in the document in all caps, allegedly. So take this with not even a grain of salt, like an atom of sodium chloride.
I put allegedly
This
because
is
our very own David, who has warned us time and time again about these scooper leaker snake oil salesmen, if you will. He's told us before that they just be saying shit for clicks. And I saw something that I'm only posting in here. I'm only saying it on here because the also allegedly the Doomsday trailer drops this month in front of Avatar, along with the trailer for the Odyssey. I don't know. We shall see. We haven't reached that point yet, but we're gonna see. Also, allegedly, Avengers Doomsday will start with a scene from Avengers Endgame, making them both making a direct sequel to Endgame. I think that doesn't make much sense to me narrative wise.
It's gonna feel like a retcon.
Exactly. And then also you gotta think about the other movies and shows and projects that have transpired since.
Oh no,
Endgame.
I know exactly why they're doing this, and it's for the exact reason you think. They're like, guys, remember at the end when Iron Man died? What if he did it and he was evil? Oh, and then it's gonna be just that. It's literally just gonna be that. This is not even. I wouldn't say it's a nothing burger. It's information, but like,
it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be the scene where Tony snaps his fingers, and in the distance, way off in the distance, is gonna be the Doctor Doom just rubbing his hands
like Humpty Dumpty and just lurking in the background.
Exactly. So, these niggas that did it now. It's my time. Here we go.
My counterpart's dead, and now I can trick them into thinking that I'm him. Ooh, dastardly! I'm Doom. I hate you, 3000. Yeah.
Do we think that line's going to get uttered?
Someone's going to say some like someone's
I
like,
think it's going to be I hate you, and there's going to be a cut, and they're going to be like 3000, whatever the fuck this, whatever something.
Here's the thing: they had the my back and the I'm something of a scientist myself memes from Spider-Man reference in No Way Home. So clearly they pay attention to memes. So there's an unfortunate reality we might live in where that's the case.
It's possible.
And ironically, we might get I hate you 3000.
It's gonna be some character like one of the younger like children character, like the teen Avenger characters being like, oh no, Doom is actually Stark, so that I love you 3000 is actually I hate you 3000. And
there was that leaked concept art from a while ago where it was Star-Lord with the Young Avengers, and I feel like he's just gonna get in an argument with a kid and be like, I hate you. Well, I hate you 3000.
That's even more plausible. That's actually probably
that one, dude.
That's probably what they're gonna do.
Get at us. I'm fucking on this shit.
Pay the man. Pay that man.
I'm on my Graham shit right now. And speaking of some Graham shit, the extended editions of Lord of the Rings trilogies returning to theaters starting next year in 2026 on January the 16th. And I'm only a recent Lord of the Rings convert. I've only recently, as soon as like the last month and a half, seen the original trilogy.
We going to Isengard, my niggas.
Amazing. And I didn't get to see it in theaters, and this is honestly going to be awesome. Matt, do you know if this is going to be available in IMAX? Is it just like regular screenings?
I
Like, what's
pray.
the extent of
I
this?
pray to. I'm asking Allah to smile on us right now. If we can get this in IMAX, bro. First of all, let's put this into perspective. When I was a youth, man, when these movies came out, I was a youth. I didn't know what the hell IMAX was. I was unaware. That wasn't even a thing back then. You know? And now look at all this technology. Look at how beautiful films are. Imagine seeing a franchise, a story such as so beautiful as Lord of the Rings in IMAX. Hey, hey,
Emax.
Jekyll, buy the ticket. Hey, I will be so. I will cry. I will cry because right now I know they re-released Sinners and what's One Battle After Another this month in IMAX again, so we get another chance to view it. If I can see, oh my god, if I can see Lord of the Rings in IMAX, I have lived. I'll take it, bro.
Dude, Matt's gonna be in that theater, and it is his girlfriend's gonna be like, "All right, Matt, you ready to go?" She's gonna just look to the side, and Matt's gonna look at her dead in the eye and go, "It is time," and fade away like Master Ugo. Lord of the Rings. Just into a bunch of cherry blossoms, like what?
He did all he needed to do.
At last. Oh man!
Just walk out the theater like what's it called? I will see you in Valhalla.
Ooh.
Like do a full like William Wallace, like you run out to the parking lot and just get riddled with arrows. Like I've done what I needed to do.
Oh my god!
And speaking of people who have done what they needed to do, Sony is finally doing, I guess, the right thing, but like good things at least, which is for Sony very rare. They're moving forward with the third 28 years later film, which is great because 28 years later, the Bone Temple and the first one just called 28 years later were both shot back to back, so that's why they're coming out so fast. And it's good to know that they're already starting production just to keep that cohesion with the story, because I hate when certain things take years to come back and then everyone forgets about them.
Let's example Marvel shit, The Boys.
Yeah,
I can go on and on about this. Alien Earth season 2 coming out in 2029 or whatever.
You keep threatening us with that, and I don't know if you're being serious,
bro. It's too late. We're
Is
already.
That real?
They're gonna do it. They did not listen to our warnings. They didn't hear me enough. I said don't make this shit, and they said all right, cool. We're gonna make another season. All right, don't worry. FX, you've been very good to me.
I'm okay with it.
I'm not. I'm not.
I don't mind.
Well, you know what I am okay with? Well, honestly, more than okay with. There's rumors around the 28 years later sequel, for the third installment in the series, that Cillian Murphy is in talks to star, and Alex Garland's is working on the script. And if Cillian Murphy returns, I don't know. I don't really because this isn't a series that has any returning characters, really.
Nope. Across all movies, it's isolated to that cast, and
up until this trilogy that we're getting.
Mm-hmm. And I think the way to bring him back. So obviously, Jack O'Connell's character is the leader of the tracksuit Jimmys. Yeah. What is Cillian Murphy's character's name in 28 days later?
Frankie.
Jimmy.
Oh,
Isn't that Jimmy? It's not Jimmy. Is it?
I don't remember.
It's Jimmy. I promise you.
They're named the tracksuit Jimmys after Jimmy Savile, though.
Well, I'm running with. Let me. This is my conspiracy theory.
Let me run with my misinformation riddled narrative.
I'm coming.
Let me run with the shit I made up.
I heard it in a dream, bro. I heard it in a dream. Trust me.
That means it's true. That's my bad.
Okay, wait. No,
years later,
his name is Jim.
See, I cooked.
Now this is a Reed Richards caliber reach still, regardless. But I mean, it's a link. It's a link. He's connected dots.
I'm cooking on a electric stove, not a gas stove. Electric. And speaking of electric, 28 years later, the Bone Temple reportedly received electric reactions at recent screenings. Now, we take these screenings with a grain of salt because
Mhm.
A lot of times they say, "Oh, this is the movie of the year," and you watch it and it's a bag of ass. Or they say, "Oh,
Yeah,
this
like
movie is
everything is the number
terrible."
one movie in America for like 24 hours, dude. Like it's fine.
Exactly. Yeah. So like you watch something and they say, "Oh, it's gonna be ass." It turns out to be real good. I like to tell folks when they ask me about a movie, I'm like, form your own opinion. This is what I think, but form your own opinion on this film. However, the 28 franchise is consistent. It's consistently good. So that tracks. Seeing an electric reaction to a movie that hasn't even come out yet, that tracks. So I know Nia DaCosta. I know folks don't like her Candyman, but seeing what I've seen, hearing what I've heard, and seeing what I'm seeing about this movie, I'm excited. I was already excited because we loved 28 years later. Shit went so hard, especially when ATJ was doing that. You know what I'm saying. But great time. Cannot wait to see. Cannot wait to see what happens. Hopefully, I get another
I really,
trailer.
yeah. Speaking of trailers, Matt, while we're on that subject, Supergirl did recently threaten us with a trailer, and I would say threaten in a kind way, just because Netflix and the other things we'll talk about later in the episode don't fill me with confidence for the future of DC. But it's fine. But Supergirl rumored to have a trailer dropping on 12/11, so the 11th of December. Which, wait a minute,
By the time
isn't
this
that that
episode's
day?
posted,
Oh
no,
shit, yeah, but
by the time this episode's
shit.
posted tomorrow, the trailer will
Now,
be out.
the only thing we really know about the Supergirl is that she is an alcoholic party girl, probably just to deal with the trauma of having her entire family be like detonated in
Obliterated.
vacuum of space, and
Right.
then floating in space for years upon years, just to find out the one person she was sent to protect can take care of himself. So she really has no fundamental purpose. Kind
Now,
of sad,
does this
genuinely kind of fucking
movie
sad.
this movie is going to, correct me if I'm wrong, this movie is going to follow the Woman of Tomorrow comic book, correct?
Yes, yes.
They say.
Everybody, you have until June of next year. Go to your nearest comic book shop, put your hand in the box that says S,
Stop it.
pull out the Supergirl comic, read that shit.
I thought he was gonna say something else.
Put your hand in the
Go to
cash
local
register.
comic book,
Put your hand in the
put your hand in the
register.
register.
Put your hand in the
Take out
register.
that money.
New
It's all
York,
money. They can't stop
listen to
you.
me. Listen to me now. New York,
Jesus Christ.
listen to me. If you near, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. If you near a 24-hour store or any type of convenience store, I'm good. I'm sorry.
Go in.
My fault.
Put your hand in the register.
But this will be another foray into James Gunn's DCU or DC universe of films. Right now, I think the only installments we have are a tenuous link at best. But he said Blue Beetle.
Please,
Moves in.
God.
Yeah,
So
he also said
right. So
a lot of
He said-
bullshit.
he
We'll
said
see.
The
This is
Flash was
true.
one of
This
the
is
best
true.
movies you ever seen.
okay, look,
James Gunn is a
look,
liar.
To be fair,
And that's why his wife is in everything.
right? You don't want to openly tell somebody that this DC, because we know the difference between like continuities and stuff, and that there would be two different installments of DC Universe stuff, right? But the general public doesn't know, right? So if they watch one more bad DC thing or hear that a DC thing is bad from the person who's supposed to be heading up DC movies, contractually, he's obligated to be like, my little brother made this thing. Please clap for him. Please. Okay. Like he did his best. I don't even know if this is his best, but it's not good. But just act like it is, okay? Like you don't tell a fucking 5-year-old he's not going to be
Nah,
Picasso
I
if
watched
he
that
hits
shit on my
for what he
birthday, bro.
alleges
Fuck
is a
James
draft.
I remember, yeah, Gerardo went and watched on his birthday. I think I watched it like either right after that, and I drove all the way to fucking Royce City to Cinemark after work, and I watched it. And I was like, why did I drive all this way? James Gunn, bro, please don't
James
lie to
Gunn
me.
lied to me. I would have just stayed home and
I'm gonna
drank.
be honest.
I would have stayed at work. I would have stayed clocked the fuck in, bro. I would have
I
chosen
was
employment
champion.
and capitalism over watching a film.
I watched that shit in standard definition at a theater that is 5 minutes of a drive from my house. Because why? I had a free ticket and an hour to 2 to kill. I didn't do all that effort. Y'all fell for the propaganda. That's your own fault.
Nah, listen.
AZ, pray I don't find you.
Did you go? AZ,
Pray
you
I
went
don't
you went
find
to the one on North McKinney, right? Is that the one you went to?
Yeah.
That's one of the nicest
just right there.
cinemas I've ever been to, bro. I watched Top Gun
Dude,
Maverick there like
right
50
there.
times.
Oh my
It was
god!
beautiful.
Already
Beautiful.
did not take long at all.
Beautiful.
But that's about it for the news segment, except for one more thing, just to close it out. It is on a bit of a sadder note. We're closing out our news segment, but time of recording literally just today. Jeff Garcia, voice of Sheen in the iconic Jimmy Neutron Nickelodeon series, has tragically passed away at the age of 50, which is honestly just beyond unfortunate.
That's really young of an age if you think about it. And yeah,
Truly.
like AZ said, it's really unfortunate. I don't know the circumstances as far as to why he passed away, but I can firmly say he had an impact on my childhood. I'm sure with everyone else here would agree because we've all watched Jimmy Neutron. We like hearing the different characters go back and forth. Sheen, Carl, Weezer, Jimmy Neutron, everybody, Mr. Neutron. Hey, Jimbo! Like it was a great show. So seeing that this person attached to our memories has passed.
Oh, he unfortunately passed away. According to USA Today, in a statement from his son, Jojo Garcia, he said that his father had passed away from pneumonia in the hospital in Southern California. And he said, "My father was a unique soul. He was unapologetically himself, and I will always admire the love, compassion, and drive that he had. The talent my father possessed was truly one of a kind, from voice acting to stand-up comedy. He shone with quick wit, brash humor, and charm. Truly, he will indeed be missed. I remember I was watching a lot of Jimmy Neutron as a kid. It was a big part of my childhood. Just the other day, I think about like 2 weeks ago, me and my friends were watching the Boy Genius movie because it's just really good. It's just genuinely like a really good film, and he was incredibly talented. And it's just quite unfortunate that he died so young. But he will be missed. And but that on that sour note, that concludes our news segment. A little bit of a dour note to end on, but we're gonna get into some more. I guess it's news. It's news depending on how you want to look at it. The boys threatened us with a 5th season recently. And
here.
video evidence of the gun. Is they dropped the trailer for the boys season 5, and like we were talking about with diminishing returns earlier. I guess we should discuss the content of the trailer first before we get into our thoughts on it. But benefit it out. Did you guys see anything that truly stood out to you? Because I can think of one thing. Go for it. Go for it. Immediately.
I didn't watch the trailer because I saw Jack Quaid is still in this bullshit, and I'm not trying to do that shit. I want to see his goofy ass.
I did watch the trailer, and all I saw were some scenes that looked cool, and that's probably all they are. The coolest scenes in the entire series, the entire 5th season.
That said, all they do is aura farm.
Yeah, they've what's it called? Deceptive marketing, bro. That shit looked so hard when like the lasers were flying out people's eyes, and Starlight was in the middle of the air doing her little electric shit.
I heard they're gonna introduce Ultra Lord this season. I'm pretty excited.
Stop.
But it's just it's the overweight one from the theme park in the movie that's clearly just like a 40-year-old man in a costume.
Maybe.
Hey, it's me, Ultra Lord. How's it going? The beer gut hang thing.
I don't think the entire Boys franchise, we've gone from being fairly on board with it, like really excited for it, to just as each season's progressed, we're like, I don't feel the same way I felt when we started season 1. I think season 2 probably the best of the series, give or take.
Which one was the one with the Soldier Boy?
That's season 3.
Season 3, go to
actually, yeah, season. My fault. I mixed them up.
My favorite
because season 3 he came in. No, he was teased at the end of season 2, but when they beat the shit out of Stormfront, turn that shit up. First of all, America, pay attention. Do what you need to do.
They peaches.
But yeah, I'm not excited for The Boys. We'll see what happens in the season. Obviously, we're going to watch it and cover it, but especially the sour taste in my mouth from Gen V, I'm not at all excited for The Boys.
I totally forgot that happened.
Just like The Boys started out at a very strong point because that was right around the time where Marvel fatigue was truly starting to set in, right? And it was a streaming-based show. It was during COVID, so we could very easily, watch it because the fuck else are you going to do? We're in quarantine and we can't really go out and consume films as much as we want to, and everything was getting dumped onto streaming. So it had basically everything going for it, right? But the more and more eyes that it had on it, the more and more it became like a show that's aware that it's a popular show, right? Like compare like earlier seasons of like Stranger Things, right? There's that earnestness there to where it feels like it's actually trying to be something
seen it.
identity. And then as it goes on,
it wasn't bad.
forward,
There was a time.
yeah, and then it goes on, or it becomes like a parody of itself. It becomes a flanderization, essentially. And The Boys was around this time with like Marvel fatigue, and people were like, I need some different superhero thing. And then The Boys was like, what is superheroes but sex, explosion,
edgy,
blood,
anger.
And they were like, all right, we're on board. But then it got into that pattern of somehow Homelander escaped. Somehow there's a new soup. Hey guys,
for
we
some
know
reason Homelander doesn't kill the boys again this season.
Even though he
1000%.
very
He's like,
easily could.
He's
He
like,
doesn't.
scorched earth. I'm just here to have fun with you, Butcher, because I'm
He
a
said,
clever, calculating guy. I'm so evil.
Scorched earth. Scorched earth.
Scorched earth, Butcher.
There you go.
And I'm just like, dude, it just is this pattern that I see over and over again. And they try to do this whole thing where they're like, we put all the interesting stuff in the trailer. So here's something like weird and freaky and gross in the first episode to keep you enthralled. Like last season they did with, I think it was the penis explosion. The guy sneezed.
Oh yeah.
And then he blew up inside that guy's dick hole. And it was whatever, cool. But I feel like this season has a chance to be just a season of all time. I'm not excited for it. I'm not disappointed. I'm just very middle of the road. Like that's a thing I'll probably throw on.
Yeah,
Maybe
I mean, I'm gonna watch it just because.
Yeah,
we're probably gonna want to talk about it, and
we're gonna shit talk it for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna talk shit for a bit, but like, I'm not excited about it at all. I have no high hopes or aspirations for this show.
Man, speaking of not being excited, bro.
Oh, speaking of also creative bankruptcy, speaking of mismanaging releases, speaking of just being all around the devil, there's many ways to segue into this horrible fucking topic, dude. I'm so mad, dude. I'm
so my god, it's one of the worst things I could have ever seen come across my feed. In regards to this, in regards to the film industry, and it's bitch ass, stupid ass, dirty rat ass Netflix wanting to make a purchase of Warner Brothers Studios. Warner Brothers, a very rich and historic powerhouse in the movie industry, with so many known like characters and franchises and all this stuff I can go on and on about, has been maliciously and horrendously mismanaged by the culprit, the criminal known as David Zaslav, the bastard in chief known as David Zaslav.
Hitler Zaslav.
Yeah, you can't spell Zaslav without two Z's that look like the little SS badge. I didn't get that nigga out of here, bro. I'm sick of him. He came in there and he did what he was required to do, which was to fuck up Warner Brothers and bring their value so low that they have to sell. And now look, here comes Fancy Pants Ted Sarandos, also another bitch and a half, trying to purchase Netflix. This guy.
Here's the thing. Netflix was
my fault. Purchase Warner Brothers, not Netflix.
I was gonna say Warner Brothers was gonna go regardless, right? We knew from the moment they merged with Discovery that was the whole point. They're consolidating, trying to build up and make this as sellable an asset as possible. Sell off the major studio and and all the IP and HBO, and then maybe if they're lucky, kind of sell the cable networks for scraps and get what they can from it, right? So we knew that this was the plan with David Zaslav going in. People thought that maybe because of the success of things like Sinners, one battle after another, Minecraft, the fact that they're Superman, the fact that their movie studios, weapons, exactly, the fact that their movie studio has been doing incredible. People are like, well, maybe there's still some hope that they'll try to kind of remain a player in the game, but that's all but fucking shot down now, right? Netflix bought it, and what I was gonna say is that it was gonna be a bad kind of. We're having this conversation with David and the group chat and Graham, and I did realize something. We made it seem like, oh, any other option would have been. That's not true. Consolidation is bad. Monopolies are bad. Like, the government needs to step in to stop this kind of bullshit from happening, right? Like, one less player in the market is bad for movies and movie going in general, right? One less buyer is bad for artists, is bad for consumers. That being said, it's just really frustrating because Netflix has kind of been the antithesis of what cinema is, right? They're like, well, we need to go straight to consumer. We need to shorten the fucking windows for theatrical releases. And the stuff that they make is dog shit. It's kind of like a spit in the face of the sanctity of cinema. And the fact that these motherfuckers are buying the oldest, one of the oldest most storied movie studios in the history of the entertainment business is really frustrating. That's not to say if Amazon bought it, it would have been much better, or if Apple bought it, it would have been much better, or if fucking David Ellison, Trump's fucking pillow princess would have bought it, it would have been much better. That's not the case. It would have sucked regardless. There's just something really kind of ironic and poetic about Netflix, who is being heralded as kind of like the one to end all cinema, to be the one to buy it. It's just
also to hit on what you're saying. Oh yeah, go ahead, Matt.
I was just gonna say like two things actually. Yes, all those studios that you mentioned are all also gonna suck too. There's only one that could imagine that would be somewhat, I guess, competent, which would be Apple, because I feel like they actually care about the shit that they're doing. But other than that, I mean, it's a very, very terrible,
it's still a fucking billionaire and a fucking corporation buying it.
It's a terrible fucking. You have no word. There's no better option.
Right.
None of these are good.
Because if you don't have that competition, that reason for them to try, why would they try? For instance, right? Nintendo has cornered the market on like platforms, specifically with like Game Freak and Pokemon. Right? They haven't innovated a Pokemon game. They hadn't innovated one for almost 30 fucking years. Why? Because they could make the same thing over and over again and make you buy it. Call of Duty refused to innovate, and look what it's done. It looks fucking dog shit. But because they've ordered a market, but because Nintendo has all these practices of like, but to bring it back onto like Nintendo, because they have these like markets cornered, right? Because they have their games only available on their hardware and their systems, where else are you going to go? Even if they do a shitty practice, there's no other choice, right? And that's the same thing with this, right? If you don't have the option of going to, say, another streaming service or seeing a film in theaters, right? It's 1000%. I can hear the knocking at my door, and if you see smoke filling in the room, that's just the tear gas they threw under my door. But the thing is, the main reason why this is bad, and why I think if you're listening to this and you're thinking, okay, a company purchased the company, why should I care? Films are, in a sense, just at their purest form, art. They're made with a series of attention to detail to be seen in these giant spectacles, to not only just be watched, but like to be experienced. They're not meant to just be playing on in the background while you're doing dishes or something like Netflix wants it to be. Because if you keep on going with that model of convenience, eventually you lose that magic, that spectacle that you would have experienced seeing it in a theater. And as we see shorter and shorter release windows to eventually where all films are just made for TV, we're just going to get marginalized slop that is just not innovative at all. Indie film markets are going to be suppressed, and then people who are inspired and want to go into filmmaking are going to see this and be like, well, if slop is what it takes to get notarized, I might as well make slop, and it's just going to homogenize the whole industry.
And just from like a capitalistic standpoint, like, it's just, that's terrible for the consumer, right? If you have less 1000%. If you have less people, less studios, less movie houses making movies, that, guess what? that means that people are going to get paid less. That means less stuff is going to get released. You're going to get less variety, like you said. You're going to get this homogenized kind of corporatization and bastardization of this art form. You're going to have less options as a consumer. The prices are going to go up, and the quality is going to go down. And you guess what? You can't do shit about it, because if it were up to fucking Netflix, they would own everything. And guess what? They would charge you out the fucking ass and fuck you if you like movies, because you can't watch anything else, because literally nothing else exists.
Imagine
it's not good for the future of
this is
going in general.
Let me tack onto that real quick too, because that was my other thought from earlier. As a consumer, from a consumer standpoint, I enjoy competition. I like to see what other studios can do better than their adversaries. I want to know what X studio is doing versus Y. It makes me more interested in that. It also makes me more interested in the project too, seeing who's attached to it. Having one studio own everything, I don't give a shit, you know? Like, I think Disney is lucky that I care about Star Wars and Marvel shit and Indiana Jones all on their own before they had a control over all of this. If it was just one down the line, the way they have everything owned right now, I wouldn't care. I don't want to see one team doing. It's like when the Patriots won Super Bowl after Super Bowl. You get tired of it. I'm tired of seeing the Chiefs do shit. That's why the Texans put them on the ass, belt to ass. But I'm tired of seeing the same thing happen over and over again. We don't want that. We want variety. We want flavor. We want zest in life. And this is not zesty, bro. This is not zesty, Ted Sarandos. Fuck you. That's all I got. My fault.
It's just like, imagine if you still don't understand why this is bad. Imagine if Long John Silver's bought every single means of food production along the world.
That would be a utopia.
You had nowhere else to go. A utopia. We would be dead by morning. There's enough grease in that to start like 30,000 forest fires.
Long John Silver
look like Venus by dawn.
Selling you dolphin ankles. Yeah, no, I'm not.
Some delicious ass dolphin ankles. And here's the thing I was gonna say. What's just kind of like my last thoughts on like this
knees
on the evil corporation that is Netflix buying this shit. It's that
the great Satan.
It's that people thought that Ellison really kind of had like the upper hand because he's so buddy with Donald Trump, and Ted Sarandos is a really like kind of proud and open Democrat. He's like one of the largest donors to the Kamala campaign. So people thought, well, it's basically done and dusted, right? David Ellison, but Ted Sarandos had a meeting with Donald Trump, and Donald Trump was then asked about him yesterday, and he said, "Oh, he's a great guy. This and that. He's a great, very talented, very smart. This and that." And this just goes to show that like this president and this fucking it just fucking he's a fucking administration. He's just a fucking money hungry piece of shit, right? Because you thought that Ellison would have it in the bag because of his friendship, but basically Donald Trump's just like, what's in it for me? Who's got what do I get out of whatever deal goes through, how much do I benefit from it? So it just goes to show you like what a corrupt system, what a corrupt administration this is. And look, there's nothing official yet. You mentioned, have y'all mentioned Paramount's kind of hostile bid to try to force the FCC into not allowing this to happen. They claim that they offered more money per share, $30 per share, whereas Netflix only offered 28 point something per share plus stocks. So there's a lot of there's going to be a long litigation battle ensuing, and it'll take a couple years. So there's no guarantee that Netflix will ultimately have it. But the way that they Paramount buying Skydance, buying Paramount, we realize that this is all bullshit, right? If the president and the government and the administration says that it's okay, guess what? It's gonna be okay. And these fucking antitrust laws don't mean shit. So it's an interesting situation we find ourselves in. And I just hope, as a registered cinephile, that this does not affect my favorite pastime
cinephile
going forward.
To add on also to what this means for the consumers, just to give our listeners and viewers a little bit more insight. So recently, as of 4 days ago, Netflix shared an update as to what this means for people who are using Netflix.
Is that on the email they sent? Because I got it the other day and I looked at it, so I'm not opening this shit. You're not ruining my day today.
Yeah, this is probably what it is encapsulated in that email because it was a statement that they put out. This is via ScreenRant.com. So they basically reassured users, and their exact words were, "Nothing is changing today," and they said that HBO Max and everything will continue to operate for the time being. So basically, we'll still have both of those as separate platforms and different catalogs that you could access with both, right?
Great. I can pay
But and the
$15
expected
per month times 2.
and it was
My fault.
it's expected if it occurs without interruption that the merger will take about 12 to 18 months. So there's like a long amount of time. But they basically just said, for right now, we're not even going to tell you how much we're charging you until we know how much we're charging you. But be honest, you know it's gonna be a lot. You don't like ads. I don't like ads. You're gonna want the ad free. Are you gonna want it for, I don't know, the low price of a mortgage 99 and the soul of your firstborn? Probably not.
I'll tell you what
that's
the
what they're gonna
price is going to be
charge.
right now. This is what the price is going to be. It's going to be $29.99 for the ad-free tier. Maybe 15 to
You go-
18.99.
That's fucking insane. $30
That's
for
my
ad-free.
guess.
That might as
That's
well be
my
cable.
guess.
That might as well be cable.
Because if you think about
That
how they've
sounds
increased
accurate,
the
though,
pricing,
yeah.
if you think about how they've increased pricing over the years, my current ad-free tier on Netflix is like, I think it's $20, something like that. Mind you, I only use Netflix because 1, my girlfriend watches stuff. 2, I'm watching the F1 Drive to Survive. I gotta be locked in. But otherwise, I have no use for this. I'm spending $30 or $20 to have this streaming. I use HBO frequently. There's so many different shows we've covered that I just genuinely enjoy. I watch different movies on there. The problem is we have all these different streamers and they all cost relatively the same amount and they keep going up incrementally every fucking year. Netflix is going to do a number on us, bro. They're going to raise prices. They have the money to not raise prices. They're not hurting for cash. That's the thing. They're not hurting for cash. Clearly, they're not because they're trying to buy Warner Brothers.
I think we might be a little generous, and I think it's going to go up to like $50 a month because they're adding all the Warner Brothers library. They're adding all that fucking IP. You're going to get all these goddamn spin-offs of Game of Thrones. You're going to get all this, all the DC bullshit. You're going to get and
Discovery.
They're going to do that fucking bundle bullshit. They're saying they're going to keep HBO Max. HBO as its own separate thing. So you can be like, you want Netflix plus HBO? Here's pay $45 a month, and you'll get this fucking bullshit. Yeah, exactly.
I think that's more than likely what they're going to do.
If you want to,
not mentioning Luis, it would be too efficient, right? It would be too convenient to put both platforms and merge them into one. Because why? That would make too much sense. This is Netflix. They don't make sense. They make dollars because they're assholes.
And speaking of motherfucking assholes, let's talk about Ted Sarandos, bro. Let's talk about
wrong team name. I got too excited.
Let's talk about this human void known as Ted Sarandos. You are a bitch, bro. You are a bitch. This episode. This was coming as soon as we got the information about Netflix doing this whole bid bullshit. I put in the chat. I said we're gonna do a Ted Sarandos slander episode. Ted Sarandos, welcome to your take, nigga. I'm about to tear you up. I've been waiting for this. Bro. So back in the day when I was a youth, I got my Netflix account. I say youth. I was in college, high school.
When I was a youth.
I got my Netflix account. I was on there just watching shows casually. It was like $6 or $5 or something cheap like that, something inexpensive. Okay, cool. It's a cool concept. You get to watch shit right there in front of you. You don't have to worry about going to the channel and watching these commercials and all this stuff. So whatever. Fast forward to now. It has increased the price. I don't know how many times, but I'm spending at least $15, $20, $30 more a month for this dumbass platform that removes stuff every five business days. You want to watch a show, you have exactly 5 days to finish that series. And don't let it be a show with 20 episode seasons. You're fucked because they're gonna kick it off Netflix. You're gonna be searching for that shit. It's just gonna pop up in the little search bar. You ain't gonna find it.
Netflix. If there's another thing I want to say to you, and this is specifically to Ted Sarandos, I want you to know that every single time that I see a quote from you It's like feeling like Ebenezer Scrooge by the time he got to the Ghost of Christmas Future. I know, I dread it. I dread it because everything you say is terrible. I was trying to find a specific quote of Ted Sarandos because there was one that he said recently in the past week that pissed me off. And then I found one that just made me disgusted. Netflix co-CEO Ted Sarandos says DC should make more TV projects like The Penguin. Now, I like The Penguin. We love
Valid.
The Penguin. The Penguin's great, right?
Valid.
If there's more Penguin, I'm happy. But this is what he said that made me angry. He said, you should think about ways that you could explore all these IP universes beyond that of just making tentpole movies. Examples would
my
be some of the
God.
earlier movies from the DC universe or things like The Penguin has turned into great television. What he's saying is essentially, why make movies for the sake of trying to make a good thing? Literally just take anything from any DC movie
Turn
and make
into
a
an
whole film
IP.
about it. Pick it clean. Are you sitting there and wondering, damn, when is the Wonder Twins movie coming out? I'm not, but you're gonna get it. Do you want one of Spark of what's his name? Chip, the Green Lantern, that's a squirrel?
Yes.
30 film
You're gonna get it.
franchise. You're gonna get it.
We're gonna get a Starro TV show. We're gonna get a fucking whatchamacallit, a Maxwell Lord office style TV show. We're gonna get a fucking I don't even know
because
bro.
I'm so dude, I'm so fucking autistic brain, dude. I would unironically watch those last three things you named.
The thing,
the Starro one mainly.
the thing
I
about
watch the
Just-
Starro one.
my issue with Ted Sarandos too is
Yeah.
like, dude, okay, let's say maybe he is a good CEO, maybe he is a good businessman, maybe he is doing his job, whatever.
Is he though?
Maybe it's
But
fat.
I mean, maybe it's fat, exactly. But it's like, it's like why what he's doing to movies and movie theaters, bro, is unforgivable, man. You're going out of your way to fight for like the ability, like to put movie theaters out of business. You don't want movies as we know and love them to be a thing, the movie theater experience. Why are you doing that? You know,
'Cause he's a
that in
piece
and of
of
itself,
shit.
Shareholder.
that
He's a
That's a dick
soulless
move.
piece of shit.
I know,
and
but
he
it's like,
deserves nothing good that comes to him.
and it's like that in and of
Absolutely
that in and of itself is just fucking horrific. And I hope that the artists and filmmakers have enough power and leverage to kind of be like, no, I demand theatrical distribution for a certain
Mhm.
amount of time, for a certain amount of length
Mhm.
before you got. And their argument is like, well, movies only make most of their money in the first 2 weekends anyway, so after that, it's really pointless.
But that's a problem with that because word of mouth does a whole lot of good. For
Exactly.
films.
Look at
Think
Sinners.
about it. If you take a movie,
Exactly.
give any movie, your Sinners, Superman, Weapons, whatever, give them at least 90 days minimum theatrical time. And I know you have there's certain films you get the little limited release, blah blah blah. Forget that. Let's just put it on the baseline. 90 days at minimum.
Blanket statement, yeah.
Whatever film it is, you can name it. You get 90 days. Even if it doesn't do good the first 2 weeks, people start enjoying it though. Start talking about it week 3, week 4. By the time you reach the day 15 or whatever, you have all these folks coming into the theater to watch your movie from your studio. So why wouldn't you try to do that? If you're so focused on money, why not make the windows normal length or longer so people have more time to watch it in the theater? And they're like, okay, I really like this. I see it's going to be on this platform here. I'm going to go subscribe. You just got another customer. But they don't think like that. They don't fucking.
No, on the contrary,
think.
they're like if it's shorter, then they have no choice but to subscribe because they're gonna miss it in the
And
fucking
also-
movie theaters, so they'll have to watch it on our platform.
Bitch, I'm on that.
And also-
I'm on that Jack Sparrow
wanna-
shit, bro. I'm on that. Raise
There's
the blood.
so many.
You
There are
sing
so
up me
many
hearties, yo
weapons.
ho. Drink up me hearties, yo ho.
There's-
Fuck this shit.
There are so many. I just got what Matt was saying. One Piece. I understand you.
You get it? You see me?
Yes, 7 seas and all that. Yes.
We singing shanty.
Yeah, and for any possible studios that want to give us free passes and think we're talking about a certain type of other way to watch things, we're not. Stop overthinking it.
I'm legit talking about being on the. I have a boat. I'm out there on the high seas for real. I'm actually
Arlen, Texas.
I'm 136 Jamaican.
What?
Bumbleclat to youth.
Actually, I'm
Whoa.
African, so you know.
At least that's problematic.
I'm not
Can't
gonna
see
finish
my
that
face.
statement.
No
I'm not
face,
gonna
no
finish
case.
that statement.
No face, no case.
No face.
That's not Luis. That's Lewis. Yeah.
Obviously, the
Yeah.
name is Timothy full of shit. Obviously. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's Lewis.
Honestly, it's crazy because this man, I don't know, like maybe he got date. He had a date at a movie theater and like she dumped him or stood him
Yeah.
up. And from there,
It's
he's just
gotta be
outside
some
of
kind of.
Cinemark like Bruce Wayne when his parents got shot. Like,
Mhm.
I'll have my vengeance. Maybe that's why Nicole Kidman's never been in a Netflix movie because he just really fucking hates it. That he's just an AMC thing in his dreams. He's like,
We come to these places, and he's like,
Oh, we're about to see her do a
Come to
Netflix
this place.
ad. I promise you.
Maria Menounos.
oh, dude,
Maria Menounos.
please no. I really hope that
That's
doesn't happen.
Cinemark.
I know.
As much I hate that I really hate, but honestly, fuck Ted, fuck Netflix, fuck corporations, fuck all that. We're here to talk about art. We're here to talk about actually good things, and mostly with a movie that I didn't see, but everyone else probably did. Timothee Chalamet is in
Whoa, pump the
a
brakes. You're
thing.
missing one. We're not done.
Wait, what?
We're not
we
done.
have one more.
'Cause Luis,
Oh, shit,
Luis
I'm
hinted at it earlier. There's a bit of a battle brewing here in this bid for Warner Brothers. We
Is
got this one on one side we have the blue MAGA, and on the other side we have red MAGA.
Shit versus poop.
Being
mighty battle.
what's his name? Ellison, the owner of Paramount.
David
Skydance.
Ellison.
Yeah, that fucking degenerate Slender Man looking fuck. That bitch.
Jesus Christ.
Slenderman literally
I
has
hate
no
him.
face.
Every time he looks like a fucking skinwalker from Supernatural. He looks like he.
He's just spineless, bro.
There's no way
he's spineless, bro.
He's too busy. He's too
cows
busy
down to
getting his
Donald
booty
Trump.
hole rammed up, taking that stamina,
Getting his shit spat in.
getting his shit.
He's
in,
getting that
just-
Kirk from Donald Trump.
Yeah, he's Bubba. I know. I found out who Bubba is now. It's that Ellison. It's just ugly
my
to see that
God.
these two mega corporations are going back and forth to own another corporation, and I don't know. I know we say we don't like
Capitalism,
Netflix.
baby.
I know we
looked
don't
up,
like Netflix, but I feel like Paramount is also a very, very bad studio to purchase Warner Brothers. Do you want Superman to be Red Sun, but Make America Great Again, Red Sun?
No, he goes back to Baravia in the conflict.
Baravia.
And he goes,
But here's the
he
thing.
goes back to Baravia. He rounds up all the refugees and he's like, "I got him for you, Prime Minister guy."
You said
All right,
Baravia was right. Baravia has a right.
Here's the thing about Paramount and David Ellison is that I think the creative community would have much preferred to have Warner Brothers go to David Ellison and Paramount. Why? Because they release movies in an adequate theatrical window. David Ellison likes make movies and likes making them. Whatever, but I think his perceived political affiliation, his political ideology is too big a deterrent from the creative community to want to support that. I know I said that I think that they would support that. Never mind. I think they would have preferred to go to Netflix because of David Ellison's relationship to Donald Trump and
the things his father has said.
Kushner. Exactly.
Larry Ellison said some shit that it should be. That shit was chilling to me. I'm like, this guy has to go. He said, what the fuck? He said
that was the robot. Sorry,
our goddamn AI shit. He said, damn, what did this nigga say, bro? He said that humans are gonna be on their best behavior once we get control of all the data or some shit like that. I'm like, that should scare a lot. That should scare everyone. And his little penciled neck ass son is trying to own Warner Brothers. So this guy controls all of the news outlets right now. This is propaganda machine to a T. And now he's going to control the movies too. I don't want to go and watch Mission Impossible 19 and see motherfuckers glazing some Republican president. I don't want that shit. I don't care.
I'm not gonna lie. He looks like I'm looking at him because I had to look up what he looked like.
I'm sorry.
He looks like, dude. He looks like if Mark Zuckerberg and NoHo Hank got fused in like a Jeff Goldblum The Fly style accident into like one guy. He's god, he's haunting. Yeah. It's like
That's
a
what I'm saying.
lizard.
It was a no-win situation. Whoever ended up buying Warner Brothers was going to be bad for the general public and consumers overall. That's the problem with monopolization and with capitalism. But here we are.
Speaking of no wins, let's talk about this motherfucker who got no Oscar wins right now. Timothee Chalamet.
Oh, I'm fucking ready. I'm ready.
I call him Tiny Tim.
I've been waiting for this.
Tiny Tim.
Bro.
As I call him, Tiny Tim.
As
Duke
I
of
call him,
Arrakis, more
Tiny
like Duke
Tim.
of my ass.
Shai Hulud, they call him Muad'Dib. Muad'Dib, they call him.
Muad'Dib.
I'm Shai Hulud.
They call him
Look, let's preface this conversation by saying that Graham is not here to defend Timothee. I know that we kind of changed his mind previously, but he did bring up some good points about like why. Well, I'll let you or whoever wants to kind of talk about the general
Matt,
situation, and then we'll go into discussion about it.
All right, boom.
Recap, because I'm unfamiliar.
Boom, picture it. White boy of the month, Timothee Chalamet, acting in movies, gaining notoriety. People start to like him. Okay, we watched Dune. I said, I fucks with dude. This guy goes hard. He's up there on the white boy rankings. He's not past Graham because Graham is number one, but Timothee up there. Fast forward to Dune 2. Actually, when did he start saying dumb shit? Was it before or after Dune 2? It was after Dune 2.
Well, he's been making good movies for a while, right? He has Dune. He had Call Me by Your Name. He had Bones and All, another Luca Guadagnino joint. You know, Beautiful Boy, which isn't that great, but he's pretty good in it. Like he's been working pretty consistently. Wonka, doing some pretty cool, consistent stuff. He started saying I think he started doing saying dumb shit during the Complete Unknown release. Yes. When he started going on like College Game Day, which that wasn't really dumb. But I think it really kind of signified this really obvious kind of pivot and turn into like what his like persona is, what his persona was, and kind of the way that he's promoting these movies. And so that's when I started kind of seeing something. He went on the Theo Vaughn podcast, you know, so it's like these things were just kind of really indicative of kind of like the, like I said, the way that is outward facing persona was, but basically just tell us what happened recently, what he said, and why this is an issue.
Oh my gosh, I have to pull up the tweets for that one because he said several things in the last couple months.
Well, I got you. Here you go. So he won an award for Complete Unknown last year, and basically he said something along the lines of, "I want to be the greatest of all time." You know, some of my greatest inspirations are Viola Davis, Daniel Day-Lewis, some other actors. He said Michael Jordan and Michael Phelps, right? And he's talking about like, I want to be the best. I want to be great. I want to do that, whatever I want to like basically talking about how great he wanted to be. And look, a lot of people are like, that's awesome. It's really cool that a young actor is that kind of dedicated and passionate about wanting to be great and wanting to cement his legacy. And other people, not so much. Some people thought that it rubbed them the wrong way, me included. Now, whatever, that was a small sample size. It is what it is. Then a couple months later, turns out that he said something about childless people. And he was saying that he's like, wow, childless people, that's kind of like, I looked at my friend and was like, we said to ourselves, wow, that's kind of grim. Human beings are put on this earth to procreate. That's the whole point. That's kind of a weird, shitty thing to say. Kind of all kind of right wing coded, about who gives a fuck if you want to have kids or not. Why is that a bad thing if you don't want any? And what do you mean human beings are only put on here to procreate? Really weird, kind of like I said, thing to say. And then recently, what happened was that he's promoting Marty. He's promoting Marty Supreme. He was doing an interview. And he said, performance. Yeah, and he said that for the past 7 to 8 years, he's been giving some top quality performances. He said, I don't only want you guys to take it for granted, but I don't want to take it for granted for either. He's like, this is some top level shit, and that's really what rubbed me the wrong way. I'll stop rambling and I'll let you guys talk about it, but I'll tell y'all why I find such an issue with it.
All I have to say is let your art speak for itself, bro. There's niggas out there like Daniel Day-Lewis, William Dafoe, like they don't go around saying, "I know I'm good, I'm the best. Look at my shit. Look at me. Look at me." You know, they just go and do. I can watch DDL in any fucking movie and be like, "Oh my god, he's so good." I don't need him to tell me I'm really good. Look at my movie. It's, and then you think about his level of access too. Like Timothy and I are the same age. We are the same age. I will never see the amount of access he's had in the last 2 years over a course of my entire career. Like I have to strive, I have to work hard for that to get the easy fucking shit that he's getting. Now I'm not saying he's not talented. I won't say I'm not knocking his abilities, but he's got to be real with his amount of privilege and his level of access. Like I'm gonna have to struggle for like the next two years just to get to where I want to be in acting and in theater and in movies, all that.
I want to hear it out of those thoughts on this because he hasn't really said anything, but I know that he feels kind of similarly to me, and I don't want you to just sit there.
Well, no, I mean, I think, like you said, I feel similar to you. It rubs me the wrong way. I think he sounds like a douchebag. It's lame. It's really pretentious, and it's disappointing to hear from him because I do like him. I still like him. I still think he's a great actor, but like Matt said, like you have these great talents like Willem Dafoe. You have someone who he's always compared to, like Leo, who for decades and decades and decades lost every single Oscar nomination he ever had, but he didn't go on the fucking whatever the fuck was popular back then, Howard Stern show, talking about, oh dude, I did so fucking good, I'm the best fucking guy there is right now, and they're not giving me the Oscar. Dude, like, chill the fuck out, just focus on the work. That's all you need to do.
Exactly. I've seen many people say, like Graham, for example, he's like, I think it's, and this other guy who's a filmmaker that I know, he's like, I think it's good to have people be like that passionate and be like that, like it bring back that competitive edge is like, that's really good thing to have in a performer. And I'm going to push back on that heavily. And I'm going to
lose.
There's a difference between being competitive and being pompous and full of yourself.
But what I'm gonna say is that just from a very base level, and I'm gonna push back on it every single time. Art and artistry is not about awards. It's not about being the best. Exactly. It's not about legacy. I'm sorry. If you want to be the best actor there is, and want to be like
tell good stories,
make the best art you can, and that's it. If then in 15, 20, 30, 40 years, people are like, damn, Timothee Chalamet was one of the greatest actors to ever live. Then great. But guess what? You built up a body of work that backed that up. You can't then make good shit. And guess what? You're getting a lot of these opportunities because you're a twink white boy, because they're not going to give those opportunities to most any of the people. And so you're like you're a very palatable, accessible type of person who gets these opportunities. Because guess what? He's not even the best actor in his generation. Austin Butler's a better actor. Paul Mescal's a better actor. Christopher Abbott's a better actor. Javid fucking Johnson is a better actor. Exactly. Jacob Elordi's a better actor. There's so many better actors than him in his like kind of like age group and kind of like weight class that I don't know why he's acting like he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Put in the work, sit the fuck down. But it's not about that. It's just about putting the fucking work and the if the awards come, then great. You should not be. He's 29 years old. He's been in the limelight for what, a decade? He should not be this fucking obsessed with cementing a legacy. What are you doing? Your career is but a blip in the grand scheme of things.
Also, what's fascinating?
I agree. I agree 100,000% with Luis because I was
doing some digging. Oh, you're all good.
I agree. Damn.
Oh, go ahead.
Shut up.
Go ahead. My bad.
No. I was just gonna say I'm agreeing 1,000% with Luis because like
I've been over here.
Go ahead.
I've been over here just like kind of digging into the Timothee Chalamet situation, just catching myself up to speed. And honestly, one of the most fascinating things I found is that the original the original interview is
what the fuck are you talking about
off of YouTube. What?
He's talking about himself. Please.
Yeah, that was to me. Keep going.
Okay. But the original interview apparently has been scrubbed off as of yesterday from the channel that it was posted on, which is quite fascinating. There are still like articles about it, speculating whether it was like Timothee's team that asked to have it taken down. But what is incredibly fascinating is like he doesn't fall like it's not that he shouldn't have the confidence that he has, because I'm not gonna lie. I've seen him in a lot of his movies, especially in Dune. Rewatched Dune 1 and
He's a
2 in the
great
past
actor.
day and a half. Phenomenal. If you're good at what you do and you know you're good at what you do it. Fucking rappers do that all the fucking time. People in a lot of fields do that all the time. LeBron fucking beats on his chest. You think he's doing that because he's just like,
Yes, but
I
sports
guess
are
I'm all
different.
right or
Sports
whatever,
aren't built
right?
on
No, no, no,
sports are
no, no, no,
built
no, no,
on
no, no.
competition.
Wait. There's more. There's more.
Acting is
Right?
not.
Because here's the thing, right? He's saying all that, but these people in those fields, even other actors, when they say, I'm good at what I do, I got a little sauce with it, right? They still have the audacity, the humility to say they're grateful for their opportunities. They still get that point across that even though they know they're good at what they do, they are still grateful more than anything for what they've been able to achieve in their life. This nigga just said, this is my dick. It's on the table. Commence the sucking. I'm amazing. And that kind of makes you sound like a piece of shit, because that is something that a piece of shit person would say. And then
It makes
compounding
you
that with
sound like a
the
fucking wanker, bro.
yeah, just an
A
absolutely out
fucking
of touch
wanker.
vapid asshole. And whenever you say something as ignorant as, I can't believe people don't have kids. That's grim,
Man,
dude.
shut
Like,
the fuck up, man. You see what kind of economy we're in right now? Ain't
imagine,
nobody have
dude.
no fucking child right now. What the fuck?
Calling
Timothy, shut up
childless
and make
people
the
a skill
film.
issue.
Shut the fuck
Like,
up and make
bro.
a movie, bro.
Oh,
That just
God.
actually pissed me off. What?
Shut
What
up
do you
and scream
mean?
something in fake Arabic, you stupid bitch. All right. No one's
It's
listening to
actually
you,
real
bro.
Arabic that they use different words.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I know because
Arabic is
yeah.
real.
Oh, Arabic's very real. Shout out Allah right now, bro.
Shout out
Big up,
Arabic
big ups,
numerals.
big ups Allah. We in Mamdanistan.
That's what I'm trying to say. But all to say, I've soured my opinion on this guy just
It
a
just
tad more.
like Luis said, man. It makes me. I don't know. I'm coming at this from an actor's perspective, and I know I'm just now getting back into it. Luis probably has a better grasp of it than me because he's been acting and stuff for a longer time than I have. I'm just now getting back into telling these stories and being on stage and wanting to, my goal is to be on screen as well. To hear someone of my same, I guess my peer, I don't know. We're the same, like I said, we're the same age. Do we have the same level of talent? I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm a better actor than him personally, but that's just me. Do we have the same level of success?
That's confidence. That's confidence. But he's
I
not
can
boasting about it.
I can do Dune. I can be Paul Atreides. He can't do Sinestro Corps. Simple.
That's really
It's not
simple
the
as that.
same.
It's like, and also just looking at it from like a purely like logistical perspective, right?
Mhm.
Like you have to sell movies, right? Your personality has to sell movies. Doing the Theo Vaughn podcast and being on the college game day, okay, fine. You're making yourself much more broader, having a much more broader appeal to people who would otherwise, those audiences, the people who watch Theo Vaughn's podcast, the people who watch college football.
They're not watching Dune.
They call him
I
a
mean,
sissy.
it's yeah, exactly. So I understand that, but acting this way, I think, is going to turn people off, and that's the last thing you want as somebody who wants to cement a legacy as one of the greatest actors of all time, one of the biggest movie stars to ever do it. You can't alienate your fucking audience like this.
And Luis, further point. What movie is he in recent that hasn't come out yet? Marty Supreme. You should be doing all types of. Oh yeah. We worked so hard on this movie. I need y'all to check it out. Like you should be pubbing this film.
He's like, oh, dude, I fucked my eyes up. I'm so dedicated.
Yeah, he's like, I put on contacts.
Bro.
Woe is me. I fucking put hot sauce in my eyes so I can be blind.
And
Fuck
look,
you.
bro, Kristen Stewart just had an interview about the same exact thing, about how white male actors who claim to be method actors like get praised for being like.
Bro, just read the script.
For doing weird shit like that. And she's like, just do the fucking thing. Just act. and call it a day, you know.
Mhm.
And men get praised for being quote unquote exceptional when in fact they're just being like pretentious, annoying
They're
little
average.
shits,
They're
you know.
average.
And it's like, and
These
Graham
niggas
had
is
mentioned,
average.
Graham was like, well, Marlon Brando, and look at how kind of full of himself he was.
Marlon was a piece of shit to work with.
Marlo was he raped a woman on screen during the filming of Midnight in Paris. He was a piece of shit. He was not a good man. But Marlon Brando
It's like, what about Chevy
revolutionized.
Chase? He was so confident.
Exactly.
Is he
Marlon
still
Brando,
alive?
Marlon Brando
Sadly.
revolutionized. He revolutionized
They don't
screen
get
acting.
them
Oh
all.
no.
Timothee Chalamet, Marlon Brando was not, you know? And so it's like, I don't know, man. It's just
A more apt comparison would probably be Leonardo DiCaprio, and even
Yes.
then, you can't compare him and Timothy. Leo is still acting at his advanced age and still giving us generational
Mhm.
performances. This nigga was just in one battle after another.
Leo is undoubtedly one of the goats.
Indubitably goated.
Without a doubt.
If you
Indeed.
didn't think he was the GOAT before, like I watched Inception and I was like, this motherfucker can act. This movie is all right. He can fucking act. Screw Titanic, bro. Screw Romeo and Juliet.
It's good.
It's good. And I'm saying, don't even think about that. He's so fucking good. Gilbert Grape. Inception. Motherfucking what's it? Not
Revenant.
Oh my god. The Departed.
The Revenant's amazing.
The Revenant. Oh my god.
I mostly watched
so
it
good.
because I heard Leo gets mauled by a bear, and I was like, "Say no more."
He's so
I must
good.
know.
One night,
one night in Hollywood. Wolf of Wall Street.
Once upon a time in Hollywood.
It's my fault. Yeah, that one. Hey man, listen, man. The brown in my system right now.
It's just about, man, shut the fuck up, put your head down, do the fucking work, and the stuff will come. The Academy loves you. You're 29 years old. You've already been nominated for an Oscar. You're probably going to get nominated for another one. That's good, bro.
He's going to get nominated.
No, and he's going to win eventually because they love giving white men Oscars, especially if you've been nominated many times. So just do the fucking work. Call it a day. You're in a privileged position where you're at, where you get to work with some of the best filmmakers working. You get to, make some incredible art, some incredible movies, some incredible films. Shut the fuck up and do it. I understand that you want to cement your legacy. I understand that you want to be one of the greatest to ever do it. So then do it. Let the work speak for itself. In 20 years, when people are like, damn, dude, Timmy, he's him. He's that dude. It'll happen if you have the work to back it up. You can't like, what's it called? Force your, greatness upon yourself. It has to happen organically, and other people have to heap that praise onto you. You can't do it yourself.
You cannot assign greatness and legacy to yourself. Your performances, your credibility, your filmography, your work ethic, your work in general has to show it for itself. And I don't think, as much as I think he's great in the films he's been in the last 10 years, I don't think that's enough to cement a legacy, bro. It's not enough. It's not. Denzel, my fucking GOAT. That's my GOAT. Let me tell you right now. He's so good. And I can list off 5 films from from 5 years in a row, and they're all bangers of Denzel's. So fucking good. That is a legacy. He's still acting to this day. And he's still the GOAT.
I mean, it's just it's how you said, Leo. That's
I feel like if there's a high school basketball player and we're like, oh no, that's that right there, better than LeBron. You've just started. You're not even in the league yet. You're not even that deep into it. You've had some good games, bro, but you're not that far ahead yet.
Exactly. In 20 years, we'll be able to call you the GOAT.
And even
right now,
even if we give him 10 years, let's revisit this conversation in 2035. What have you done? What have you done?
Besides, I'll be winning Oscars, and I'll be
exactly. We're gonna be in there. Yeah, we gonna be in there.
Will be the next slap of the Oscars. He just walks up and backhands Timothee Chalamet.
No, he slaps me because he found this video. This clip went viral.
He's angry for. He's angry for
my
10 years,
and he smacks me because
we were dunking on him for in 2025. 10 years later, we both have more Oscars than he does. The motherfucker broke and unemployed.
Goated.
Respectfully.
He's beating on his chest and he screams in your face, Melissa, not a guy. And people
I don't care, bro. I don't
Get
care,
him.
bro.
Yo,
But
bro,
yeah,
you
man,
get
I
your
don't know,
grandpa,
man.
bro.
Promote this fucking movie. I'll be there. I'm gonna watch it. I'm see how good
See,
it
that's
is.
the thing
and see
too.
if he
That's
wins
the
a fucking
thing.
Oscar.
As a convicted,
Exactly.
as a fellow convicted cinephile, bro, I'm going to watch Marty Supreme
We
regardless.
gotta.
We need to market that shit. We need to copyright that shit
We need
immediately.
merch.
We need
Convicted
merch. We need
cinephile.
t-shirts.
Convicted
And then
cinephile.
Luis said registered cinephile. That's also another one that's going on a t-shirt as well.
Registered cinephile. Yeah.
That shit going on the t-shirt.
Shout out Gerardo for coming up with that incredible
I
joke.
don't know that I did, but I'll take
You
it.
did.
You put on the back.
You
I
did.
thought AZ came up with convicted cinephile.
You
Was it AZ?
you put on the
Yeah.
you put on the back. Yeah, and then you put on the back. Not allowed within 50 feet of a
Of a theater.
But the word film is really the film is really small, so it just says
Nah, all in all, it's really crazy the world we're living in right now. Seeing CEOs say dumb shit, seeing actors that should be saying smart shit say dumb shit. It's really bizarre. But you know what's not bizarre? This episode for Cinestro Core. Thank you guys so much for tapping in with us another week. I know it's been very interesting. We got fucking all these holidays and shit going on at the end of the year. Hey man, it's our third year. We're wrapping up. We just wrapped up our third year doing this podcast. It's kind of lit. If you want to hear some news and some information from people who are actually certified right now, tap in with Backstage OL because they are
real certified cinephiles.
They're real certified, verified cinephiles. We're convicted cinephiles.
Tell them
they're
that though,
verified
because they won't know what you're talking
what
about.
that means.
And
Don't
mention
say
us
it.
if you do. Yeah, they'll
Mention
know,
us, but don't say that part. Just say hi.
Yeah.
Go ahead and follow them real quick at Backstage OL. Tap in with them. They're doing some interviews right now. I forgot who they're talking to coming up, but please tap in, check out their stuff. Speaking of checking out stuff, check out AZ stuff at Tari Singo. My boy.
Okay,
hey,
look,
bro, are you doing a birthday stream?
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, I was just about to mention my birthday is in 2 weeks. I've just had it sink in. That is a horrifying thing, dude. I'm gonna be turning 26 years old, which means honestly, I'm gonna go look at rabbits soon.
Bro, what the fuck? I'm about to be 30 next year. AZ, you know this too.
Wrap it up, AZ, old ass.
But yeah, I'll probably be doing like some birthday thing, maybe a stream, maybe play a game. Will it be a good game? Probably not, but we'll see. Stay tuned for that.
Our
and
episode
also,
that week will actually be on a different day, not
play
Wednesday.
Leisure Suit Larry.
Yes.
We playing play Stray, bro.
Play Custer's Revenge.
What the fuck? The guy from
Real ones
Night at the Museum?
Yes.
That's a game?
Don't play it. Don't look it up.
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna look it up. Okay. Birthday stream.
Horrible.
It's horrible. I think.
If you know what General Custer is, don't watch it.
But
don't
look,
play it.
Hey, but
look,
do
play Leisure Suit Larry. I played that in high school.
Do play
computer class. It was fucking awesome.
Speaking of games to play.
Us.
But yeah, I was about to say. Speaking of
games, follow us.
Yourself and follow us at all the socials at Cinestro Corp. We got all the latest hips, the happenings, and other things that mean things that are occurring presently at the time for you to know about what we're doing, when we're doing it, when we want to tell you. Because honestly, sometimes we just want to keep things to our chest.
And
we're doing
promise you
next year, it's gonna be cool.
We will try to be more active on the socials next year. I'm talking to Frank Jr. to take more candidates of us in the studio.
Yeah, and post more clips. He'll do that as well.
I like how every time we do the Frank Jr. bit, you always point behind you as if he's in your house.
That's where that nigga is, bro. That's where that nigga is, bro. You
have a child there?
A child? It's a grown ass man. He working hard as fuck. Adult. This an adult nigga right now, bro. He trying to do the damn. He about to edit the video.
That's fun. It's crazy.
He's about to edit the video right now. He's waiting for us to get off so he can edit that shit.
So he can post that shit.
Good job, let me let Frank Jr. get to it and close out this episode. Thank you so much for watching. We love and appreciate it. Share with your friends, enemies, lovers, and we will see you at the movie.
Share with Timothee Chalamet.
Yeah, share. Matter of fact, copy the link,
No.
post it under
Mhm.
Timmy's tweets,
His
post
socials.
it under Netflix's tweets too, so they know that we hate them.
Screenshot this
They are
video and nail it
bastards.
to his door like Martin Luther. Do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every single person we mentioned in this video.
And not the black one.
Not the
Oh,
black.